Hi guys, this is Donelan from Academies. I've had a blast from the past video sent through. Here's a friend of mine called Judd. I taught him at Uppingham School. He's the drummer for McFly and did some covers for Busted and also won Strictly Come Dancing in 2011. He's a top guy and was a top cricketer, got 150 in one of our under 14 games. Let's have a look at him, the shot that he's asked me to analyse. It looks like a lovely full flowing cover drive. Let's watch that again. And we see that it looks like he makes very good contact with the ball. Let's have a look at the technical detail. So if we have a look at his setup, initially I'm looking at his head and his feet alignment. You can see that his head and his feet alignment are out. His feet start actually outside leg stump and his head's on about middle. I can also notice that this left heel has started to raise, okay, which gives me an indication that his body weight is heading towards the offside. That's the lower half. Let's have a look at the top half. The top half looks pretty good. His back path is on a good line there at off stump, middle and off, and his head is in a good position and his hands there with his hands and head in line. So the top half's really good. Let's have a look at the slow motion of the shot. We stop it there and just take it out. And you can see what's happening as the ball comes down. He's got a little forward press to start with his front foot, and then we've got the back lift and the hands way outside your body. Ideally you need those to be tucked underneath your eye line with your hands much tighter to the body. Let's clear that. And then if we move that through to the contact point, let's have a look at the contact point, and you can see the contact with his hands way outside his body. So the contact is made fairly early, and you can see the bat face slightly closed. We've also noticed here where he's not really lean with his head and left shoulder towards the ball, so he's sitting back on it, so his head hasn't got in front of his left foot, and as a result you can see that actually the back leg has collapsed as well, the back knee, and that's keeping his weight further back. Ideally you want your head and your left shoulder leaning in front of that left foot, and that instigates your weight transference. So in summary then, let's watch that through again. So in summary, if I'd look at it, Harry, what I'd like you to work on is to look at your stance. If we can look at your alignment to start with, to ensure that your head, your hands and your feet are all in one line at the start, that would be a great starting point. It would also make sure your balance is heading towards the bowler and not falling over offside. Your bat path is in a great position, and I'd want it to stay there with your hands as well, to make sure that your head and your hands stay in that line for the duration of the shot and they don't get outside of your head. So if you can work on those couple of points, mate, I think it'll improve your game no end. Thanks for using Pro Cricket Academies, and lovely to see you.